Dr. Let's go back to Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt, River State on our mind. The state is fondly referred to as the treasure base of the country. Look at the treasure base, and remember, River State brought some warlords to the fore.
Yeah.
The list is endless. We can't afford to go back there, as Jesus just said.
Well, that's like BQ said, also my fear that this decision to, or the behavior, the action to make the state lawless is worrisome. Because this is a state where security issues are being managed. They are being managed. And it doesn't make sense at this time for you to still allow at that level where the governor and the minister are operating for things to degenerate. They are still looking for cultists who killed a divisional police officer. They can't find him till now. People are still going into villages to hold people and collect ransom. They are still killing people, cultists. But instead of facing this business of governance and attending to security issues, the needs of the people, this is what we are faced with. This shouldn't be. The governor has taken a very, very wrong step by demolishing that House of Assembly. It's wrong. It wasn't just 2 days ago when that action was taken that that place was burnt. It wasn't. We were not told by any document or by anybody in that government that that building needed to be brought down because of that fire incident. We were not told. All of a sudden, you are justifying it. That is wrong. If people had been on your side as governor, what he has done with that building diminishes him completely.
Honestly.
It diminishes him.
Because I used to
He should, yeah, he should have thought beyond that. There are ways in which you handle such
bloody waste of money.
It's bloody waste of River State can be the richest, but you can deploy that money that you are going to use to rebuild that assembly into better things.
And even the
Better
state is so rich, but the ordinary Rivers people, they do not feel.
They can't feel anything.
They don't feel the wealth of the state.
They can't.
They don't feel it.
So instead of wasting money doing this, and then, like BKO said, we need people now, just like it happened in Ondo State, the elder statesmen to step in. Because if they don't, the state is going to be the biggest loser. We have said it on this program before. Wike is not the only governor, only former governor, who is serving as minister in this regime. He should allow peace in that state.
Yeah.
David Umahi is there as minister. What we have been hearing from his successor in Ebonyi has been commendation for him, that he has allowed him a free hand. It may not, well, there could be some elements of politics, but that is what we are seeing so far. We have not heard Umahi complain about anything that somebody is changing his structure in Ebonyi.
Maybe it's not moving against it.
Maybe it's not moving against him, but whatever way.
Whatever it is, even
it
if
is.
it moves against your structures, you've left office.
You've left office.
You see, the politician just thinks that he must always have things his way. I'm sorry,
wrong.
You can't always have things your way.
You know?
And we've seen other governors too, who brought people to power. Those people turned against them.
Yeah.
It keeps happening.
And it will keep happening.
It keeps happening.
And it will keep happening.
There's nothing anybody can do about it. It's not everybody that you do good to who is prepared to repay you with good.
The problem here is, I make you governor, you attempting to be your own man will be the problem.
Yes.
Or move against my interests and turn me to a politician of no value. You know, some people you help them to get to office, they will now make sure that you are no longer relevant.
Yeah.
That people will now see you as a yesterday's man who has no influence anymore. Any politician that you try to do that to will feel bad.
Yeah.
But governors continue to do it. The same governors today who are behaving like they are little gods.
You know?
They've ended up in the National Assembly.
Go and look
lost
at
their
it.
influence
Yeah.
once they are there. Some of the injustices that they refuse to talk about, by the time they move to the other side, those injustices will begin to haunt them.
Yeah.
You now see the people that have supplanted them as governors using the power of incumbency to even make sure that his godfather does not amount to anything politically anymore. People will feel bad, but at some point you have to cut your loss, or how is it called? You have to take your loss on the chin.
Yeah, just bear it.
Because as I've said before,
move on.
to Wike, in this matter, if you do not find a way to manage things, you are going to regret that you got into this. Because I've seen governors before him faced with this kind of situation, and what did we see? What did we see? They lost influence, and that's the end of it.
Completely.
Look at Dajuma Goje. 2 straight governors that he put in place. They moved against him. He has not died. He's still in the...
Life goes on.
Yes,
Life goes on.
it's there.
That's justice.
It's still there.
You look away.
You just look away.
Look away and leave the man alone. After all, when he got into power, he ensured that someone like Rotimi Amechi couldn't even touch town again.
But they are in different parties.
Yes,
People keep using this Amechi.
I'm just saying that...
Amechi did not put him in office.
No,
There's a difference. The way it will pay you.
Yes.
If you
Is
are
when
the
you
one
put the
who
person
spend
in
your
office.
resources and put someone in office, is different.
No, I
Amechi
quite
got
understand that.
Yes,
But
because
I'm
I've seen
saying
even
that-
people asking the question that, after all, he too did the same thing to Amechi.
No,
Not really.
That is not the reality. I'm only saying that as a governor, he had the resources and power to ensure that, so it can be done to him. That's what he doesn't realize. It's not. I'm not even going into the party line, but the fact that as governor, look at the.
It will pay you more.
Yes, if
It
that
will
person
pay you
doing it to
more
you,
if you are the same person who
Yes.
put that person
In
power.
office.
You understand?
I
It will
quite
pay you
understand
more.
that. And when-
Amechi didn't make him governor.
He did not.
He
The
defeated Amechi's candidate.
Exactly.
But when people say, what goes around...
No.
it's not
That's
the examples
analogy
are
is
not
wrong.
the same.
They are not. I'm only
They are
saying
not the
that
same.
as governor,
Yes.
he has power
Of course.
within that city.
But do
to
we see
anything.
the rivers imbroglio going to the apex court?
Of course. Of course, this matter will get there.
It will.
When
will.
people are struggling for control of the assembly,
It will.
the assembly
Get
is
there.
the thing. They want to control. There's no way that 4 persons will pass a bill and you think they will not be resisted. At some point, they will be resisted, either through the court or even physically. You know?
Even if he drives them out of town. Even if he drives them out of town, it will still go
You
to
can't
court.
even drive them out of.
I know not to talk of
You see,
people-
the thing is, the way people use power varies. What a Buhari may not bother himself about as the leader of the ruling party, Tinubu is much more grounded politically, whether people admit it or not. He may not be willing to tolerate that because all of these things have limits. For example, if I was president and an Obaseki will say he wants to run the state with about 9 lawmakers, and he didn't allow the other people to even step in. They organized
removing the
inauguration
roof of the assembly.
Without the organized inauguration, without them getting involved. Of course, as a president, I know what to do. He's not going to get away with it. So we use power in different ways.
Yeah.
I don't think that under any situation, and I've not seen it happen anywhere in the world, that you use an assembly of 32 persons. Yes, someone died. Let's even say 31.
31 now.
Now use 4 members to be running the house. 4 members to be passing bills. No, you are going to be resisted. And he has to know that, look, resistance will come his way. The courts will get busy on this matter. I'm very confident that the court, because
So we ain't seen nothing yet.
of course, these are early days. A friend of mine posted something, he said, between these 2 people, no one can say that he's sure of how this matter will end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoever says
The
that,
law.
I know that this is how it will end, does not know what he's saying. Because in Nigeria, a whole day is such a long time. So many things can happen politically in one day. So no one should imagine that, okay, because it's going this way now, that is the way it will end. You can see, for them to have gone to sit somewhere, it means that they see themselves as the heart of the house. And the law is clear that you can only remove a speaker with 2/3 majority.
Of the members.
And the speaker has not officially been removed.
Yeah.
Because no one has summoned that number to impeach him. So whoever is the speaker of 4 persons or 3 persons saying he's the speaker, he knows that he is deceiving himself. And the things that they did during Obasanjo's era, where 4 persons will say, or 8 persons will say, they have declared the seats of their colleagues vacant. I don't think this time around they'll be allowed to do it, because Obasanjo got away with a lot of criminal things. You go to a state, you impeach the governor with 7, 8 persons. Absolute rubbish now. Impeach a governor with 7 persons.
In one
you go to a state and you use a motor boy. You use a motor boy, or is it auxiliary, or what's his name? You use him to impeach. He even sat on the seat of the speaker. The leader of Agberos, sitting on the seat. It can only happen under an Obasanjo presidency. He sat there and he dropped his gavel, and the governor was impeached. But it was a waste of time because the court brought, leave me first. The court brought him back.
No, we are not quarreling, but I'm
The
saying...
court brought the person back. Let people doing illegalities know that is just a matter of time. The courts can come and say, look, you wasted your time. Dariye was impeached, the court brought him back. Adewolu Ladoja was impeached by a motor boy. The court brought him back. You know, the painful thing was that they did those things. The president did not even try to say it was wrong.
Because he felt he had the power.
All right, gentlemen. Doctor, let me tease you a little. The Americans have the American dream. Do you think there's such a thing as a Nigerian dream?
That question has been asked so many times.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that we have one.
Okay.
Because we are not united in focus. Our focus isn't the same.
So dreaming nationally...
Even on rivers, we are not united.
We are not united.
Yeah, people would be happy to see legality happen because they do not like the victim of illegality. That's not objectivity.
And of course, politicians in our country have become Machiavellian.
The end justifies the means.
Or the end, by any means possible. You know.
Some people are making cool money now over this crisis. Huge money. This is their season. So for them, it can go on forever.
Okay.